Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode 253. Just covering the anime, the manga's not back yet, not for at least for a few more weeks. Now this episode pretty much adapts in from the entirety of chapter 1007. Yeah, it adapts almost the entire chapter except for 2 pages. No, seriously, they skip over 2 pages this entire episode. I was like, really? Yes, really. A majority of this episode focuses on Chopper, the whole episode. Like, except for a couple small bits. Most of the episode focus on Chopper. Before we talk about Chopper, let's talk about the couple cutaways. First let's talk about Luffy and his group, where they're still bowing Kaido. They're basically struggling against him. And then we have what actually ended the episode. We have the scabbards, where they're wondering who the heck killed them. And we see this mysterious person walking to where they are. The guy opens the door, and it's Odin. I happen to know this is not Odin. This is an imposter. How? I read the manga. So yeah, I already know about the spoiler related to this particular Odin. I have no problem spoiling it because the person who's behind it is a complete jerk. Not the writer or the people around the anime. Oh no, the character. The character's a jerk. But that's a couple small bits. In the case where we start off with the episode, we start off with, aside from that stuff, in the case of Chop, we start off with him, he's drinking the cure. When we last saw last episode, it looked like he was like breaking his skin, and then after a little while, he's cured. Completely cured. He then, of course, transfers the cure to like this little sponge. I've seen it, you see this particular thing also used for cooking. Yes. Where it's like a little squeegee thing, you squeeze this thing in a little tube, and you spray it on something. Now, people do use this for medicine, also to squirt stuff in people's mouth. How do I know something like now? Usually, I've seen this also when my niece was taking this for medicine, where my mom or my sister, my niece's mom, is taking her mouth and then basically pushing the thing. It's not like a needle. It's just liquid you pull down her throat, and it's very similar concept to that. Though, of course, also my nephews have gone through that too, so I've seen it for them too. So, puts it in Boss Haro's mouth, where he's about to be beheaded by one of his subordinates, and look how Chopper stops him, gives the cure, and after a little bit, he's perfectly fine. And then Chopper basically has Tristan and Mogi. Now Tristan is the nurse who's basically kind of like his apprentice. And the doctor, Moki's a doctor who basically is the admirer of his. In the case of Tristan, I would not be surprised Tristan comes on board as the ship's regular nurse. I would not be surprised because Chopper basically is all by himself, medical bay all by himself a lot of the time. So, and plus he uses the ship's sick bay as his own personal quarter because he technically doesn't have one. Yeah, he sleeps in there. So, of course, they figure out a way to unleash the cure on everybody. A freaking cannon. Yes, creates a cannonball with Chopper's face on it, which is so hilarious. Where they put it in, and they fire it on people who actually are infected with the Ice Oni stuff. Now, just before this, we see Queen Now, whole thing with Queen, some of the Queen stuff in this episode is complete and original, but it makes total sense for him to act like this. Well, he tells basically his subordinates, you guys are useless and I'll kill you because I feel like it. He tells the waiters basically, like formers, basically you were just waiting for, the waiters just waiting for it, and he had the pleasures who are basically just pure useless because they got he deems his subordinates all weak, so he proceeds to try to kill them. And luckily enough, basically we have the cure unleashed on everybody, and they're all cured. The Ice Oni is gone. Completely gone. And you're thinking to yourself, like, okay, question, how long has the Ice Oni stuff been going on for? Because this episode is pretty much in the way where they pretty much in the way wrap this up. Yeah, the Ice Oni first shows up in the anime back in episode I don't think it was 2005, was it? Yeah, he first did in episode 1007. Yeah, so basically since 1005, that was the first time when this first showed up in the anime, and it finally wrapped up here after 17 episodes. Yep, 17. In the manga, this only took about 14 chapters, while in the anime, this took 14 episodes. It took 17 episodes just to wrap up the story. Let's wrap up the stuff here. Yeah, 14. Actually, no. 18 episodes this went on for. 18, well, actually 19 episodes. And they finally wrap it up here. It took a while longer in the anime, basically, for them to actually use it in its current manga, where it started with chapter 993, wrapped up with 1007. 14 chapters later, roughly 15 chapters, so it's the anime, so it makes it slightly longer. They might thinking that this plot went on for too long, and I'm not going to point the blame at the anime for they may have dragged out this long, but the reason why is because they basically would cut chapters in half, to have one episode, or they basically have another half from a previous episode, just have it in here, and plus add a bunch of amateur content. Plus, there's a bunch of stuff going on in this arc, so of course this particular thing will take this long. So, in my honest opinion, I have no problem with the fact that this took so long. Not the first time, anyways. I mean, take a look, let's say, Dressrosa, for example. An arc I recently got a chance to revisit last year that actually wrapped up just recently, where they had the arc where you have the character people turn into toys. That took up pretty much almost 50% of that particular story before that finally got wrapped up. Yeah, that was the longest plot thread this whole entire that. It was one of the two long-running plot threads that have been going on since the very start of the very arc. First plot you see since the arc starts. The other one, of course, being Doping or Ruling the Country. Of course, that wrapped up by the end of the story arc. In the case of the people turning toys, that got wrapped up roughly halfway through. This one is kind of very similar to that, except this was a plot thread that didn't go on for too long, per se. So I would say, since they wrapped up the Ice Oni stuff, you might think, okay, what else is there left to do? Quite simple. Take down the officers. Yeah, take down the 3 disasters, Big Mom and Kaido. That's all it's left to do here. Just take them all down. Yep. And we're gonna get more. Oh, yeah, by the way, who he actually healed his wounds. I don't remember who healed his wounds. It's been a while since I read the chapter. By the way, the chapter came out I think it was last year, I think it was. Let's see, how long ago did the chapter come out this episode from? Yeah, it's been over a year. A year, about 3 months. Yeah, actually, it's been a year and 4 months since I actually watched the chapter. Well, actually, just watched it, since I read the chapter. Yeah, Marco's in the episode, does some attacks on Queen. That's it for him. Yeah, it's interesting, though. Marco's in the episode. He doesn't do much or anything. Yes, Marco. Marco Polo. Yeah, but the thing is, when it comes to this arc, does he participate when the arc finally knows when it wraps up? Yeah, he's there. He actually does survive this arc, so don't worry. He actually is still very much alive. Which, yeah. But, damn good episode. Okay, so that's a particular review. Next one's going to be a comic corner. But thinking, comic corner? Do you have things ready? Not yet, per se. I'm actually going to do it right when I put this video up. I'm going to finish reading a trade, and I'll just, do my comic corner. And then I'll be on to Baruto. And then after that, if I get time, I might get a chance to do more Super Sentai. It might not have time tonight. Yeah, but see you next video. Bye.